go, y'all. This here is, like I said, the small cabinet. Alright, I'm gonna try this joint compound. This is the USG All Purpose. I really wanted to try that ultra lightweight, but they only had it in the 4.5 gallon container, and I don't want to get a whole lot of it, and it's not going to work. Although this is all purpose, it seems like when I listen to their little YouTube thing, each one is broken down. It's basically one. It's just the lighters are broken down. Basically is what it seemed like they were saying. So I'm just going to try this small, and it was only like $6, and hopefully it'll work. The main thing is how it's going to react to the foam is what I'm more so curious about. But once you get everything trimmed up, knock that edge, y'all. Once you get everything trimmed up, get ready for your joint compound. And with the joint compound, the only thing it really says is that preparation, compound at room temperature 24 hours. You can use directly from the container, a teaspoon of water if needed. Apply, interior use only. Apply over dry surfaces. Apply each coat, let one dry, temperature 55. Sanding, decorating, and it says for patching small holes and cracks in drywall and plaster surfaces. For taping, finishing joints, interior drywall. For taping and finishing joints and interior drywall, joint finishing. So we're going to see how it holds up on this. Although as I'm thinking about it now, this isn't directly the foam. This is directly the paper. This will be my foam. So I'll probably get a test piece, but I'm going to get that open and see how it works. Okay, before I work my compound, I'm going around and just trimming off any little excess that could cause me any kind of trouble, that could cause me any kind of problems when I start laying the compound. So just go around and trim your edges if needed. You might not need to. You might decide it's not needed in your process because you did a better job than applying it than I did in mine. But anyway, let's get to compound. Okay, it's not at all dry, but I am going to go ahead and do the top edge. Guess I'll do the top edge. And I'm more in tune with how to go about putting the coats up there. Okay, it's not dry at all, but dry enough where I can handle it. I'm not going to touch the really wet spots. It's dry enough where I'm going to go ahead and put a coat on the top. And I laugh at my first mud job, but hey, that's the thing about it. Got a sander. So, experience learning is basically worry about the areas that you have to fill your joints. In your corners, perhaps. Even with this, I probably could even tape, but I'm going to just go for this. I'm not going to worry about all that. I'm going to smooth it out and just cover it anyway, and we're just going to go with that. The main thing I need to keep my focus on the corners and not get carried away as such as really having to do the whole even coat the wall, but my mind just sort of still wandering. I go in, but just to try to focus on the corners, it seems to be going okay on the foam areas, and we'll come back, fill those, smooth those in, and just work. Now it's just to work these areas and get it ready for skinning. Okay, comes to playing in the mud. You really only need to focus on the foam exposed areas, the foam areas that are cut out that you want to level up. There's really no need to even lightly coat the whole thing. That is optional, up to you. It's probably going to help with the bonding of certain materials, but really after my first bit of mudding. Just expose that. It's gonna also help you save on cost as well, especially depending on which mud you use, although it's not that expensive really, but still. And then also you want to be notable of your weight. But on this side, I'm just going to worry about the areas that needs it. So basically all you want to do is basically touch up your spots where your finger joints or any areas you want to lift up, low areas, indented areas or something that you want to level out. You want to mud. But for the most part, I wouldn't worry about trying to cover the whole surface unless, like I said, you want that possibility of better bonding. But other than that, I would just focus on the spots that need it. Like I said, I'm just basically trying to build the area up just to make it, square it off, smoother. And it's going to be covered anyway. Let that dry and get it sand down.